on how to rank a video on the first page of Google. And it was a method that I discovered after I was in construction and I was remodeling houses for investors. And my parents had given me a flip cam for Christmas, and I looked at that thing for a couple months, not really knowing what to do with it. And then I just pointed it at myself while I was on the job, and the only place to put it at the time was YouTube, and this was 10 years ago. And so I've just really followed along since then, because those videos that I published on the internet would make all these introductions for me. When people would search for things like remodeling Lakeland or remodeling in Centennial. And since then, you know, the whole industry has changed completely. It's gone from being very, very expensive to shoot camera to now everybody has access to HD 4K video on their smartphone. And you know, I started to teach myself Premiere video editing and recognized very quickly that it was just going to be too much time and effort for me to teach myself how to do that, and that it was better off hiring somebody else to do it or just making these short 1-minute videos. And so that's what I'm here to do today, is to take this training the next step up and to show you how to easily edit videos on your smartphone and how to maybe even make one-minute video every week for the next 3 months, so that you're able to generate, you know, 1 to 2 leads a week, maybe even 1 to 2 leads a day, because people who find these videos are already looking for the exact same thing they're searching for. So I'll give you an example. The last video we did was called Denver Inventors Club, I believe. So if I go here to Google now, I shouldn't have let this lapse because it's going to take me a while to get it back. Here we go. Okay, we're back. Actually, I'm going to unplug this so I can make sure that my internet is the same. Yeah, it turned on to the Xfinity by default, and that won't let me do the second piece that I want to show. Okay, so I'm back online now. And if I open up a new tab in Google, and I go and I type in Denver Inventors Club, and I see what comes up on the first page. There are these paid advertisements that you see here with the green labeling next to them, and those are run through AdWords. And Google made $74 billion last year. 90% of all their revenue came from one product. $67 billion came from what you see here. This is pay-per-click advertising, what most people recognize as AdWords. But it also runs YouTube advertising. It runs display advertising. Those are like the banners you see on ESPN or CNN or Huffington Post. And so it's a very powerful thing, because if I were to ask the question, show of hands, how many people have used Google in the last 24 hours? Everybody's hand would go straight up in the air, because we've been conditioned to use this to solve our daily problems. We have a question in our mind, we have a problem we need to solve. Where's the first place we go? Because it gives us what we want. It gives us the most immediate gratification. And that's what Google's built on. It's giving you a good experience. And you know, that's what video is also doing. Because Google recognizes that people would rather watch video. They'd rather watch video than sift through a bunch of information on a blog, or than to, listen to a radio podcast 20 minutes in when the information they want is really 30 minutes in. Or, a video image, yeah.
Would you say that a lot of people are originating searches on YouTube instead of Google itself?
Well, it's known as Universal University, and when they want to go to learn something, they're probably going to go straight to YouTube. But when they're just looking for a quick solution to a problem like Inventors Club in Denver, they're going to go to the first page of Google and see what comes up. Luckily, our maps listing is right over there on the right, and that's our, what happened? That's the video we made last year, or a couple years ago. Yeah, 2015. Now, how many views has it collected in 2 years? 60.
Hi, my name's Anthony.
60 views, but for each one of these views, I imagine it's a really good result because somebody actually typed in Inventors Club. So they got to see exactly what they were looking for. My estimation is that we got another person in the door 1 out of 4 times. So divide 60 by 4. That's how many leads this is generating for you automatically. Now, the theory is, to get more than just one keyword. So publish multiple videos every month. And the method that I'm going to show you today will show you how to do that very easily with your smartphone. So before we go into actually making the video, we have to script the video, which means we have to do some research. To make our lives easier, the next keyword I'm going to use is, instead of club, I'm going to use group. So group for inventors in Denver. So we'll see what comes up here, right? Some more paid advertisements. Now, these people are paying hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars a month to be on the same real estate that we're on for free. So recognize that right away as a nice value. These, is the maps listing, there's our meetup group, and no video. So we can assume that we would be able to get on this first page by publishing a video with this title. That's the demonstration today. But instead of just a straight press record, press stop video, this is going to have a lot more of those components that people are used to seeing when they see a professional looking video. And I'm going to show you how to do it for free. Sound good? Great. So the first thing we want to do is script the video. And in order to do that, I've come up with a storyboard to help anyone make a great 1-minute video. Strange, this resolution here. I'm going to see if I can fix my screen's projection display to give you a better look at that, because that's not going to be very easy to see, and I can't seem to scroll it over. Right. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. Displays. And I think I'll take this one. See if that works. To this one. Didn't like it. There it is. It's just it's over to the side so much. I don't think that's going to help. Didn't help. Oh, there it is. All right, let's see if this works. That's better. Okay. All right, so let me see if I can zoom in on this. That didn't help. 50%? 50%?
No, present, the first option, command
Oh.
text.
Right. First option, present. It's usually down here. View, present. There it is. Great. Thank you for your help. Okay. So this is the formula that I've developed that has helped me make hundreds of great 1-minute videos. And why make a 1-minute video when, you know, we're used to watching, let's say, 30-minute TV programs? Well, because it takes a few steps to build up trust. And that's really what we're doing when we're selling with video, is we're trying to build trust. And people are not willing to give you more than a minute of their time if they have not heard of you or if they don't know who you are. And so that's why we start with 1-minute videos. I've been making 1-minute videos for 3 years, and it allows me to get more viewers on longer videos. So I say if you build trust with somebody who's been able to watch a 1-minute video, then he or she's willing to watch a 2-minute video. So it expands exponentially. You do a good job in the second video, they'll watch 4 minutes. So in this 5-part series for making a 1-minute video, you've got 5 seconds to hook somebody. And in those first 5 seconds, without audio, you've got to be able to communicate non-verbally that exactly who this video is for and what they're going to get out of it. That will capture them. That will capture the right audience to bring them into the rest of the 55 seconds of the video. This also, however, works on the advertising platforms, on the 2 most popular watched video venues in the world, YouTube and Facebook. So people are scrolling on their timeline in Facebook, they see something, it auto-plays. You've got about 3 to 5 seconds to communicate non-verbally what the video is about so that they stop scrolling and they actually click the audio button and they listen and they watch. They're more likely to do that if they see 56 seconds left on the little time bar at the bottom of the video viewer. Oh, 56 seconds. I got 56 seconds. Let's see what this is about. So it's really giving people a good experience. I'm going to keep coming back to that because, it's all about the viewer. It's not about you. It's not about your invention. It's all about the viewer. And the idea here is that your video is not going to be right for 90% of the people that come across it. But for that 10%, it's going to be a great video, and you've got to tell that 10% in a short amount of time what they're going to get out of it. Next is the brand placement, and this goes back to Marketing 101. People are not ready to trust you or your brand unless they've seen it 7 to 9 times. These are called impressions. You've got to have an impression with somebody 7 to 9 times before they're going to trust your brand is recognizable. Think about the landscaping guy in the neighborhood who sticks the yard signs around the neighborhood. The first time you see one, you're going to look right past it. You see it over and over again, you're going to be like, yeah, I've seen that. I recognize that. He's in my neighborhood. I've seen his truck. I've seen his signs. This guy's going to be able to get to my lawn pretty quickly. He's obviously got a good presence here.
So the hook is non-audio, usually text, maybe a static picture because it's fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be something that just visually
Right.
catches you.
Now, it can have audio, Roger, but it's got to be able to do the job without the audio playing. So you've got to have some text on the screen. Next is the 25 seconds of the POP, point out the pain. So, people remember 4 things better than anything else. They remember things that are embarrassing, things that are gross, things that are sexual, and things that are painful. If you can build a common ground with somebody on one of those 4 experiences, they're going to have twice as much ability to remember it, just because that's naturally, how they process things in their brain. So, a pain is something you can build a common ground with the viewer on. You can have the same pain that the viewer had, or you can talk about that pain. Oh yeah, I remember I didn't get a lawnmower, and my grass grew up so tall that the city slapped one of those notices on my front door, and they said if I didn't fix it in 3 days, they were going to fine me. That's a pain that can be solved, and by that landscaper who's going to come by every 2 weeks or every week and take care of that for you. So a pain. Think about what is the biggest thing that your invention solves, and relate it to the experience that the viewer may have had in the past. Recall that painful experience on camera so that the viewer kind of gives you a nod. That's one of the things they taught me in corporate sales. When you're selling something, try to get the person to agree with you by nodding. And then at the end, when you give them the price, they're used to doing this, and they'll say, okay, right? So next, now it's time to give your name and how you're unique. Now, a lot of people start their videos off with their name and how they're unique, and that's wrong, because the video's not about the person who's making it, it's about the person who's watching it. So next you go into the video. Hi, my name's Anthony Prichard. I'm a whiz-bang lawnmower, and I'm going to come by your house whenever you want me to, and it's going to be cut when you come home from work. You're not going to have any headaches, and it's going to be a lot easier than doing it yourself when it's 95 degrees like it is today. Next is the call to action. All you've got to do to get me to mow your lawn is to text me at 55695, and I'll call you and get your credit card information. It'll be taken care of automatically. Anytime you want to stop, just reply to the text, stop, and I'll stop mowing your lawn. So a call to action is something at the end that you earn by giving people value. And this could be a freemium offer. This could be, hey, send me your email and I'll send you a white paper with all the things that my invention fixes, or all the problems that it solves. It might be a free thing in exchange for their email, so that now you can start to build that relationship through email marketing. It might be a phone number, so that you can build that relationship through text messages or phone calls or whatever it may be. There's something you can do at the end to increase the engagement of the viewer and give them an option to not just wonder what to do next. You can invite them to do something next. Okay, so for the video that I came up with for us to make today, it is Group for Inventors in Denver, Colorado. I've got the hook and I've got the pain. I need to make this brand placement, this USO, and this call to action that I'll do with you all at the end. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is share my screen with you. And you may have seen me working on this earlier. I've got some animated logos that I do, and if you don't have an animated logo, you can go to Fiverr.com and pay $5 to animate your logo. So Fiverr.com, and they'll animate your logo, and that's what's going to go in that second spot. But you can also go to Legend and you can, let's see, we're going to go back to change this to RMIA. And we're purple. I like that trailer piece. RMIA. Boom. So, you know, this just has different ways that you can animate text, and it's good. It's good to start with. You know, you can even animate maybe the problem, or you can, if you really want to highlight something in your video, this is a great way to do it. Okay, so I've got the trailer one that I'm gonna do, and I just hit the download button on the lower right there, and it's gonna save a video in my phone's gallery. So next one, I'll probably have like a join us type of a call to action here. Yeah.
What program are you using?
It's called Legend. 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 It's an app. Yeah, it's a free app. So join us. We'll do that in black and yellow. And let's see. Let's see. We gotta find something. Something that looks good. Here, this one looks good. This takes too long though. Gotta get a quick one. Join us. How about this one? Jay, join us. How about this one? That one's too slow too. How about this one? This one will work. Okay, I like this one. So I'll download that one as a video. Great. So next I'm going to record the part on our storyboard with the USO. So for this one, I think I'm going to walk in from the back of the room, and while I'm walking, I'm going to be talking, and since this room has a lot of echo in it, a lot of audio reverberation, I'm going to use a wired lavalier. The reason I use these is because there's no batteries, and they're more predictable and more reliable, and I always get good audio, no matter if I'm in the car, or if I'm outside, or if I'm in a busy room, or even a room like this one that may have some bad reverberation. So I am going to say my name, I'm going to tell people about the group, and I'm going to tell them when they can join us. So I'll walk in to the front of the room as I'm doing it. So, all right. So this is the USO. Hi, my name is Anthony Prichard, and today I'm the spokesperson for Rocky Mountain Inventors Association. We meet right here at Denver Community Church every second and fourth Monday for about an hour and a half or 2 hours to listen to a presenter who gives information about how inventors can help bring their product to market, and to build other relationships with other inventors. So we hope you'll join us. All right, so these are just 6 to 10 second sound bites that are going to get stitched together by this video editor at the end. So next is the call to action, and we'll just have everybody say, join us. That's easy enough. I'll tell on the website. How about that, Roger? And then and then everybody can say,
Cue us.
join us. Yeah, I'll cue you.
Jump up with your arms.
We're gonna do a wave.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing really has to stand straight up, but it can tilt like that. So Rocky Mountain, what's the,
Huh?
what's the website again?
rminventor.org.
rminventor.org. Okay. You can go to our website or find us on our meetup group. Cut. You don't always get a good, first cut every time, right? It's okay to make a mistake. You can find us on our meetup group, Rocky Mountain Inventors Association, or you can go to our website, rminventors.org.
Join us.
Join us. All right, I think that'll work. Okay, so back to this. I can show you an app that's free, and I'll show you how it works. It's called, what's it called? Video Shop. Kind of like Photoshop, but it's Video Shop. It's right up there in the middle.
So you're gonna do all the editing right on the phone then?
Yeah, I'm just going to do it right on the phone. Okay, so I'll just use the plus button in the upper right-hand corner, and it'll let me record straight to this editing platform, or I can choose album. In this case, I'll choose album. And here's the first one. Here's the second one. This is the RMAC. This is the join us. This is walking in. And this is, boom, done. Okay, so that's going to prepare the clip, and that's going to bring it in. It'll take, maybe a minute here. Looks like it's going pretty fast.
Does it put them in the order you click them?
It does put them in the order I took them, but I can change the order.
No, by the way you click them, I was gonna ask the same question.
Yeah,
You click them,
No, it'll stack them up. It doesn't matter what order I put them in. But it will let me do this. And while it does this, I think since it's going to take a bit, and I want to show you a different editor as well, I've got an audience participation activity. So, do you know the number one thing people are looking for when they get to your website?
out of contact. How do you get more information?
Whose website is it? So, there's a 2-second video that everyone can do that is the number one thing people are looking for when they get to your website. It is, whose website is this? And so the video is you stating your name and your title. That's it. But in that 2-second video, you're saying a lot more non-verbally than you are verbally. You're saying, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. You're saying, I'm not afraid to show you who I am and to show you whose website this is, and that if you have any problems, I'm going to fix them. It says, I'm standing behind my product or my service, and it will get watched probably more than any other thing on your website, because people want to know, whose is that? So the audience participation activity I have for you is pull out your phones. You're not going to use this because the audio is not going to get great, but you're going to see yourself on camera, and you're going to autocorrect. You're going to make changes to your own presence on camera just based on what you see. I say that video is the best teacher or the best coach. You will self-correct. I coach soccer, and once a year I record all the kids playing soccer. It's the first time they've ever seen themselves on camera, most of them. It's an out-of-body experience, literally. And the next day in the game, they have such a better advancement in their level of performance. The parents come up to me afterwards and they're like, oh, thank you, what did you do? And I said, well, it was last night when we had spaghetti dinner at your place and we watched the video. That's what made the biggest difference, because when you see yourself on camera, you will autocorrect and it will happen instantly. So get with a partner real quick, 2 seconds, make a 2-second video. I'll give you 3 minutes. Ready, go. Okay, I don't know if you've seen me, but I'm moving these clips around here at the bottom, and then I'm trimming the ones that I want to trim. And we'll see what this looks like. Headed there right now. So you can choose these filters, black and white.
See, the problem is you come up with an invention and then everybody wants to take your money. Where are you supposed to get all the ideas to bring the product to the market? And everybody takes all your money. Rocky Mountain Ventures Association. We meet right here at Denver Community Church every
I could trim that one too.
Find us on our meetup group, Rocky Mountain Inventors Association, or you can go to our website, rminventors.org. Join us.
There it is. Sweet. Great, so that's it, and now I can share it, I can download it to my phone, my gallery, and upload it to YouTube and Facebook. Just like that, for free. Okay, but there's something even better, and it's the one that I've been using for 3 years. It does cost a little bit of money, but I think it's well worth it. It's called Magisto, Magisto, and this integrates music. It automatically increases the audio when you're not talking and decreases it when you're talking. It's called editing with AI, artificial intelligence. And this is what it came up with.
They're there right now. See, the problem is you come up with an invention and then everybody wants to take your money. Where are you supposed to get all the ideas to bring the product to the market? And everybody takes all your money. Hi, my name's Anthony Prichard, and today I'm the spokesperson for Rocky Mountain Inventors Association. We meet right here at Denver Community Church every second and fourth Monday for about an hour and a half or 2 hours to listen to a presenter who gives information about how inventors can help bring their product to market and to build other relationships with other inventors. So we hope you'll join us. You can find us on our meetup group.
Great, so that did a pretty good job. I find that it does the best out of all of them. I want to move this to here.
Can you spell that again?
Magisto. So it split that up into two. That was pretty much in the right order. So I'm going to save that. And that'll be the one that I actually upload.
Do you ever use iMovie?
Oh yeah, I'm.
How do you think that compares to?
I think it follows more traditional editing lingo or editing verbiage. You know, the way that it does have themes too, so it does a pretty good job if you're comfortable with iMovie and.
A little more learning curve, maybe?
But yeah, more learning curve. This is just designed to be intuitive, to consider what somebody would do next, and it's filled that in. So I'm just gonna play that.
Headed there right now.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save this in my public timeline. I could probably show you some good ones in my timeline. Looks like I've filled up my.
Headed there right now.
Didn't want to save. Here we go. Seminars. Here's seminars. Okay, so that's downloading, and that'll start shortly.
Headed there right now.
And what else can I do in the meantime? I guess what I can do is I can show you what I will be doing when I upload the video to YouTube. So this is what the whole thing was about last time I was here. How do I properly upload the video so that it shows up on the first page? I mean, how do we do that? Well, video, it ranks highly with Google, but you've got to tell the Google spiders what the video is about so that it knows when to pick it up. And
There's no picture or frame recognition into search terms by Google. You add those separately.
correct.
So your video pulls up in all the searches. Okay.
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, so it could just be easier for me to show you instead of talk about it and then maybe answer questions. So my most successful 1-minute video so far is the Diva Curl Salon, Denver. Does anybody know what a Diva Curl Salon is? It's a hair place specifically for women with curly hair. So if you look at 100 people, how many of those 100 people would be girls and have curly hair?
7.
Probably 7 or less. Not a bad guess. I mean, that's decent, especially for Denver. So the more specific your video is, the better it does. And that's one of the reasons that this did so well. So sure, here's the map listings, right? And they're doing a good job. But out of all these, none of them has a picture, except for this one. And this picks up 60 views a month for free. Now, he boosted it at the beginning. He spent a couple $100 on Facebook and YouTube. But we targeted women only.
With my curly hair, I don't mess around. I get the diva curl.
And we targeted a 2-mile radius around his salon.
Because of the shape of curly hair, it tends to have frizz.
There's the problem. There's the pain.
So we're applying the Diva Curl Light Defining Gel in order to create curl definition and minimize frizz.
We're fixing the problem.
Another problem that a lot of curly girls
There's another
face is that
problem.
the hair falls flat on the top of their head. So we use these pin curl clips to lift the hair up and dry it that way to set it so that we get volume using this.
This was all done on my smartphone.
Eric Emblin with Curl Culture. I only work with women with curly hair because curly girls have more fun.
I just had my hair cut by Eric Emblin, who is an absolute curly hair magician. I've had my hair straight for many years and decided to go natural. Thank God I found Eric because he has transformed my look and I just couldn't be happier with it. It's easy for me to do. I can recreate what he's done.
And the animated logo. And the contact information. There it is. So that's, now let's go back into that and see how it was done. Okay, so it's in the title, Diva Curl Salon Denver. It's also in the description, Diva Curl Salon in Denver. He's got his address, name, address, and phone number, followed by his website. This is called the NAP, or the citation, NAP, name, address, phone number. This is listed in at least 100 other places on the internet through other directory listings. So when the Google Spider sees this, it knows to associate this video with all those directory listings that the business has. So it's very powerful in SEO. Next, he's got his social media links, Facebook and YouTube. We've got other resources for Diva Curl in Denver. We've got other videos about Diva Curl. And we chose non-competitors, obviously. We don't want to send our viewers to competitors. But we do want to capitalize on these popular other videos about Diva Curl. And then we used a hashtag strategy. Hashtag Diva Curl, hashtag Denver, hashtag Diva Curl Salon, hashtag Curly Hair Salon. And then this is the same thing we used in the meta tags. So if you've ever uploaded a YouTube video, know that you've got to repeat that keyword in 3 areas: the title, the description, and the meta tags, included with all this other resources that the Google Spider needs. And then your chances of showing up on the first page are much higher.
What's that?
The title, the description, and the meta tags.
What's that? Meta text?
Meta tag. Meta tag, information about information. It's kind of redundant, but it's basically what the Google Spider uses to associate your video publication with a keyword that somebody would search. Okay, so now let's go back to my phone screen. And for this, I'm going to use Google Drive. And I'm going to upload that video to my Google Drive. Let's see. Where is it? It's probably not in my gallery. Well, there it is. Should say new. Here it is, new. There it is. So now it's uploading that video to my Google Drive. Once it's in my Google Drive, I'll download it to my computer and upload it onto the RMIA YouTube channel. And then we'll see if we can get it on the first page of Google. So we've got a few minutes here for that. In the meantime, did you notice in that Diva Curl video what we did at the end? What we had at the end there? That one brown-haired lady? Testimonial. So earlier we talked about the number one thing people look for on your website. They want to know whose it belongs to and if that person's going to stand behind that website. But the most valuable thing on your website, the thing that makes you the most money, is a video testimonial. Because right before somebody reaches in their pocket to pull out a fat stack of cash and lay it down in exchange for whatever you've invented, they've got some risk that you need to reduce. And how is the best way to do that? Is by showing somebody who already forked over their money and who is very, very happy, like that lady. It makes it a lot easier for you to pull out your money, doesn't it? But whenever I asked anybody for a video testimonial, over and over and over again, they all said the same thing. What do I say? So I came up with this, and I stab them with this card. And you can too, so you can collect a video testimonial for your business. So I'm going to pass this out now so everyone has it. My business card's on the back. This is a 3-step formula for anyone to give a great 1-minute testimonial. And after they read the testimonial, you take the card away from them so that they don't go back down to it. But anybody can remember the 3 steps of a sandwich. 2 pieces of bread with meat in the middle. So it's the intro. Hi, my name's Anthony Prichard. I'm here at the Rocky Mountain Inventors Association. It's right by Whole Foods off of I-25 and Washington Street. You know, I've gotten a lot of great information and resources. I made a lot of great connections here. And I would recommend this group to anybody that has invented anything or that has an idea that they're thinking about inventing. Boom. That took about 30 seconds. And it's everything that needs to be in a video testimonial. So use that to get more video testimonials for your business. Okay, so let's go back to the Google Drive and the recent, let's see if this is done uploading. Make sure I'm in the right place here. Yeah, that just happened. Let's refresh. Come on. This should have been right here. Wait, no, that's not it. Okay. Oh, that video's all done, huh? Full. Thank you. Oh, it's because I had a different drive open when I was uploading that. I also facilitate a group called BHS. It's called Business Honoring Spirituality. And it's a group of entrepreneurs that meet every first and third Thursday at 7 a.m. out at Garrison in Alameda. And they believe that they're in their business, not because of chance, but because they're called to be in this business for a higher purpose. And we have other great speakers come and deliver great information on, here it is, on what business owners can use to, here it is, come on, download that puppy, will you? Why doesn't, here it is, there we go. Okay, so that's downloading, and once it has, I can go here, let's see, not there, I can go here, and here, and there's a button over here on the right. It's an arrow pointing up, and that's what would allow me to upload a video. So I'm just going to take the plug out and click that upload button. And maybe this will show you. Upload this video. In downloads. There it is. This is it right here. Okay, so the title was Group for Inventors, Denver, in Denver, Colorado. Now, I've already pre-scripted. It's already pre-scripted the there it is, the description of this video. So I just sat down to do this. The fee is actually $10, right? Not $15. So I'll change that. The longest running inventors group in the state of Colorado meets every second and fourth Monday at the Denver Community Church, 7 p.m., $10 fee. There's a lot of confusing information regarding intellectual property, especially when you're just starting out. Luckily, the Rocky Mountain Inventors Association provides affordable monthly meetings and valuable information for new inventors. The club's been meeting on a regular basis for the past 6 years. How many years? 38. 39. And it's created a fantastic community and a place where people can come to share ideas and get questions answered. This is not a confidential group, so you will always hear founder Roger Jackson give the warning to not disclose your idea in order to protect its confidentiality. Even with sharing your idea, without sharing your idea, you can get your business of protecting and profiting from your idea, moving forward in the right direction. Here's the citation. Here's the website. You know what else I did here I forgot to include that I've just been doing recently? This is the Google Maps URL. So I've taken I've taken the RMIA maps listing and I've included it in my description to increase the kind of the SEO of it. So you can find that right here. Use this link in your description. That'll help increase the SEO power of it.
Just copy and paste it.
Yep, just copy and paste it right in here. And I need to get this out of here. Okay, bud. That's not it. That's not it. This is it. Yeah, here it is. Okay, other resources. Oh, this is the Diva Curl one. Need that one. Need that one. Got too much stuff on my screen. Here we go. Okay, so what I was going to do is copy and paste this. And just put it all into the description. All right, goes right in here. Paste. This is the meta tags. Because that keeps hiding my screen, I have to keep pulling it out. So I'm just typing in group for inventors in Denver, Colorado, inventors group, great Denver groups, RMIA, Denver Inventors Group, and Roger, what's your last name again? Jackson. That's right. Okay, all right. So then I'm trying to go. This is the advanced tab over here. Under the advanced tab, you're going to want to fill out everything you can. This content is never aired on U.S. television. And over here on the right-hand side of that screen, you've got the location. What's the address here? 1101 South Washington Street. Denver, Colorado. Search.
So when you're typing in the meta tags, does using capital letters affect anything?
It doesn't, but I tend to always do that. Recording date is today. Okay. So here I am publishing this one. Great. So this is the URL that you can share with anyone via email or embed into your website. If I go to the channel, this video will be here on our video manager. And let me show you a few other things inside this that you can do to enhance your video. I just can't move it over to the right. Well, you'd see the ability to create a custom thumbnail. Okay? The reason the custom thumbnail is important is because you do get extra free advertising from YouTube. So this is the Diva Curl video we're watching, right? Well, over here on the right is suggested videos that YouTube is suggesting for you. Well, if you've got a nice attractive thumbnail, custom designed title image, then you'll attract more viewers with these recommended videos on the right hand side. So I'm not able to really demonstrate it 100% here, but
Could that be pulling up his competitors now?
it could, but that means that your video's going to be showing
Yeah, because it's like
next to your
you
competitors.
watch a video, then it pulls up like a half dozen related
Right,
videos.
right. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of the meeting, and we've given the Google Spider maybe a minute to index that video. And this happens like 4 out of the 5 times. So we're going to see the proof of concept. If we got on the first page of Google for group for inventors in Denver, Colorado. Survey says, there it is. All right. First page. And no cost, right. So that is a method for generating free traffic to your videos and to your website. And by just spending 30 minutes once a week, you can do the same thing for yourself. So do you have any questions?
Well, if you showed up on, say, page 2 or page 3, or you get bumped, then what?
Well, you can boost it. You can pay YouTube, you can pay Google to boost the video to your ideal market. So the nice thing about YouTube that Facebook doesn't give you is that it can target 6 different levels of household income earners. So there's the bottom 50% of income earners. Then there's 5 levels of the top 50% of income earners. So you've got 40, 30, 20, and 10 stacked on top of that lower 50, which is nice. You can pick geographical area in a radius or in a zip code or in a metropolitan area. You could pick age, 10 years, 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55. You can pick gender, parental status, and you can pick what's called behavior. So if somebody's a do-it-yourselfer, if somebody's a home and garden person, somebody's a fashionista or a nightclubber, you can target just them. And that's because Google tracks behavior so that it can give you a better experience. And as advertisers, that's great because it means we're not wasting money on toddlers or, somebody that, is a motorhead instead of an organic food eater, It's just, they're just different lifestyles.
As you say, you're talking about paying Google, that's advert related. You can't buy your way out organically.
Right.
Organically speaking, you have to improve your website, building page by page in terms of having the right proper keywords in there and that information. But you can pay AdWords wise to get either those top spaces or to be on the right-hand column to pay yourself up that.
Well, views too. So you're paying for views, and obviously videos with more views are looked at as more valuable or better.
There is a mechanism on YouTube to also payment mechanism as well.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's those first 5 seconds. You know those videos that you can skip? Those are the ones. Yeah.
Also found on Facebook, done a lot of Facebook advertising, and very disappointed. Time and time again, I say, okay, this is the budget for my ad, and they say, okay, this is your budget, we will get you between 2,500 and 4,000 impressions on this. Time and time again, it comes back half of the bottom number of that range. And I've tried to get information from them, I've tried to get a response from them,
you can there's videos that get more too, just based on how engaging they are and how interesting and compelling the content is. So think about that too.
Also, to get a million views, you start getting paid for it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, YouTube will pay you if there's a great documentary out there called Please Subscribe, which demonstrates how now thousands of people are making six-figure incomes by publishing a 5-minute video once a day from their basement.
Because they get viewers and then they can sell ad space on their video.
Yep. Yeah, does that make sense? Did that little formula, that little recipe, that demonstration make sense for everybody? Cool. It's a great trick. It's a good hack, and I know I've got a bunch more case studies if you'd like to see them. I mean, I could just keep throwing them at you, but you'd see the same thing over and over again. I don't deviate from that storyboard. That storyboard is probably the most valuable thing in this whole idea, because behind the storyboard you're targeting, that keyword, and you can only come up with that keyword if you know exactly who the video is intended for. It's called your avatar, the person who has the most money and the highest demand for your product. And you can target that person, then you've got the most profitable persona. And you can just speak directly to that gender, to that age group, to the types of things that person does. You can pound it over and over again, and you can just deviate off center a little bit to collect complementary keywords and associated discussions around the main thing that your invention solves. So, Roger, what was the link that people could re-watch this on Ustream? How can they
It's on our homepage.
Okay.
Bottom left.
Okay.
Yeah, we do live webcasts and recorded videos. I think we've got about 50 video presentations in our library now.
Is it?
So scroll down and stay on the left side. Keep going up. Down. Wait, no, the live video archive, right there.
This here.
Yeah. That takes you to ustream.tv, and then you just search RMI.
Okay.
Find their little search box there.
I guess you gotta sign in, huh?
No, you don't have to sign in. You should just be able to search and view.
Okay. I was hoping you could.
Yeah. Go
What?
over to the.
How about watch?
Maybe just, is there a search box somewhere?
I was looking for that. Explore and watch. Here it is. RMIA. Here it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will post that up there on our Facebook page, and that way people can find it there too.
What's the importance of having a Facebook page and Pinterest and Twitter and whatever? Do you need to have all
I just focus on the ones that I get the most engagement on, and that's YouTube and Facebook. And it doesn't tend to overwhelm me. So I'm just going after my main results. That's what I focused on. There we go. All right. Well, good. If you don't have any questions, I'll let you. Oh, yeah. My offer is the invention that Roger helped me to submit patent information for. So this is patent pending. And let me just show you what I went through in order to get to this. When I was making those videos in the beginning, I kept looking for something, that would work. And so I just went through countless number of things to try and find something, that would work. Here, this one here goes on your head, and this one here extends like this, but not really. And, so this cost a lot of money too, but I was like, something's got to work. Something's got to be better than a tripod. And, that's when I just found these different pieces on the internet, and I started assembling them together, and this helped me bring it up to eye level, this telescoping piece. And it was, very versatile and flexible. I could show something that I was doing under here, or, even this goes up to like 4 feet, so I could poke it inside, the gutters, or check out the roof from way up here. And I could even, eliminate the middle piece altogether and just use the clamp and the mount, and then that allowed me to put it inside my car when I was driving, and I could just clip it to the visor and stick my phone right in there. And so I say, along with the lavalier microphone, that this is the least expensive, most mobile production studio in the world. And it answers the question, how do I make a video? It gives you a reason to never have an excuse not to make a video, because anyone can carry this with them wherever they go. And I include the book so that you can have more detail about what we just went over here today. So this is the how to use it plan, and this is listed for $45 on Amazon. Might think that's expensive for a small book, but if it helps you get a new client, a new customer, then I feel like it's very well worth it. Because a new client for an entrepreneur is worth on average about $2,000 or more if you sell houses or cars. It's just more. And so, it's kind of like grow your business with video for the least amount of investment that you can possibly get. But you do have to take that big leap of getting on camera. And the only way to get better on the camera is to start making more videos. You're not going to hire a really expensive video production company to try and get better on camera, because that's just going to be throwing bad money away. You're going to start making them this way, and you're going to try to figure out what works and what doesn't work, and you're going to get better at it. And by the time you are ready for that big video production company, you'll have already known what works and what doesn't work. And I know it works because I use it every day. And so I invite you to buy one of these for your business. It's listed on my website for $197, comes with the book, but my in-person offer is $150 for everything. And it comes with the lavalier microphone and an extension so that you can get further away from the camera and the viewfinder like you saw me doing here earlier. This is also great for any aspiring YouTubers that you may have in the family, but it's really designed for businesses. You know, if you've seen these other selfie sticks around, it's not like that at all. This has not like, where'd it go? I know it's in here. It was this one right here. You've probably seen these, right, for $5.95 or something. Well, you're going to be using this, right? You're going to be in the hot tub trying to take a picture with your honey, and then boom, it's going to drop right in the drink. That is not going to work for you, you know. This is a whole different animal here we're working with. Right. So it's durable, and the thing that really helped me here was the manufacturer defects that this clip had. These rubber things kept falling off. I tried glue. I tried different things, and then this thing would always get loose. So what I did was I put Loctite on the screws, and they don't come loose anymore, and I put a zip tie between the metal and the rubber so that these things don't fall off, and that's what Roger helped me to, you know, do the drawings with, and really helped me get that unique protection of this. And so I talked to one of the founders of OtterBox a week ago, and he really didn't think that had a ton of value because he thought somebody could rip it off for a lot easier, but he thought this was worth every penny because it really helps you take any idea and monetize it in short order. But this certainly makes it a heck of a lot easier. I mean, I couldn't find anything easier to help me make videos than this. And I'm pretty, you know, crafty. I'll find something. And this is it. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation of the information tonight. And if you're interested, take one of these home. It's the best price you'll find. Thanks.